Hello, boys and girls. This screencast will help you with the EE sentences for body paragraph 2 that explains thesis reason number 2. What you're going to focus on is finding one piece of evidence that supports your main idea from your articles. You will elaborate on that evidence using an evidence or elaboration stem. The articles are listed for cats and dogs. Make sure you pick one piece of evidence that fully supports your main idea and is just right, not too long, not too short. You're going to use an evidence lead. And an evidence lead is going to take one direct quote that supports your main idea and mentions the name of the article as well as how the author's quote supports your main idea. To do this, we will use specific sentence frames so that you can lead into the evidence. And here's why. At this point in the year, most fourth graders usually rely on the evidence stem according to the text. And most citations, when you take a text to support your idea, sound something like this. According to the text, comma, quotation mark, and then children usually put the quote in, end period, and quotation mark. That works really well when you're learning to cite text, but we're going to stretch further. We want to make sure that our text supports our main idea. So we're going to clearly use a sentence starter that will advance what we already have been using. These sentence starters do work and will give the evidence, but we're going to try these because these will help support your main idea. For instance, instead of saying, according to the text, and then just leaving your quote, we're going to expand it. We're going to present the idea that there is a title and that the author agrees or explains or confirms an idea, which is your main idea. There are 4 choices on this slide and 4 on the other. So when you are working on your E for your evidence stem, please pick one of these. You may copy and paste it as needed, but it should have the exact same format so that you expand and do not just drop off the text quoted. You want to expand upon it. So for instance, it may sound like something like this. The author of the article, put the title here. Remember to put quotes and commas. The commas introduce that an article is coming, and an end comma. Agrees that cats and dogs are blank. Whatever your main idea is. Cats and dogs are great for exercise. Cats and dogs are great companions. When he, she states. So this is important. You're going to lead into the statement without just kind of dropping off the text. You want to say that the person who wrote the article would agree with you. And that's important in persuasive writing when you pull another person's ideas that also agree with you. Very persuasive. The text article, insert title here, explains that cats and dogs are blank. When it, the article, not the author, but the article informs that based on the reading or text article, the information supports the idea that cats or dogs are blank when it relates that. From an article, I know the author would agree that cats and blanks are blank when he or she claims that. One example from the text or article relates that cats and dogs are blank with this quote. Based on the information in the text or article, the idea that cats or dogs are blank is supported with this quotation. According to the text, this is one that lots of us really use all the time. Look how we can expand upon it. According to the text article, the notion that cats and dogs are blank, notion means idea, is confirmed with blank. That means your author agrees with it. In the text and article, oops, sorry. In the text and article, insert the title here. The author asserts that cats and dogs are blank as he or she informs readers that blank. So please make sure when you are working on your evidence that you do not use an older evidence stem and just leave your quote. Make sure you use one of these on either slide for your evidence. Thanks again, boys and girls, for your attention, and I look forward to your wonderful evidence sentences.